Oh, it's just Jord.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another small theory video I have for you today. I know, I'm sorry I promise, but some really interesting ones are coming out soon. Me and Leanne are working on a few of them, so stick around for them. But today I want to talk to you about something that occurred to me when I was watching Game of Thrones. I don't even know how the idea came about while watching it, and I don't want to spoil Game of Thrones for anyone, but there is one game I do want to spoil for you, and that's Little Nightmares. That was pretty well done for me. That was a good transition. High five myself. Anyway, spoiler alert. So, I digress. So, remember the start of your wonderful magical adventure in the world of Little Nightmares? Crawling through drains, pulling planks off wood. Wait, planks and wood are the same. Anyway, you wander, and you get into the game more, and you come across, something really odd, unless you're into that type of stuff, that makes you confirm that the game is taking a strange turn. I'm talking, obviously, about the Hanging Man. And now, before we go on, let me mess up the names again. I don't believe the Hanging Man is the Wax Bowman or the Ferryman, or are they the same people? Oh, well, I've done it again. Anyway, my question to you guys and gals is, what if the Hanging Man didn't kill himself, but the suicide was framed and he was murdered? Now, I know what you're thinking. That suggested video looks pretty good down there. No, stay. I promise. It's really interesting. Now, admittedly, I only have one real point to make in this case, and it is a very sensitive topic, so in advance, I'm sorry if I accidentally offend anyone, this is really not my intent. Under the Hanging Man is the chair, the one that Six uses to reach the door to progress into the next room. But what I asked myself the other night was, boy, wasn't it lucky that chair is still on its legs? And that's when it hit me. Most of the time, if someone decides to hang themselves, they would need to remove what they're standing on. Take a look at Assassin's Creed 2 at the start. Sorry, Ezio. We will! The actual purpose of removing the thing someone is standing on is to make sure the hanging is done correctly. Most people think that someone dies by hanging because of suffocation, when in fact, if you do that, that's actually the wrong way to do it, and it means it's not been set up properly. I know it's dark stuff. The intent is to actually snap the neck when you remove whatever you're supporting yourself with, and the idea of snapping the neck is causing instant death. So, I hope you're not sad. At least you didn't have to research it. But on the matter of suicide and hanging, I just want to remind you all that if you feel that you might be suicidal, there is help out there. And I can bet your bottom dollar will be available if you guys and gals ever need the help or you feel that way. But I've linked something in the bottom of the description with some details and hope that you don't need it, but if you do, it's there. Anyway, apart from the dark part, now I find it odd how the chair is still standing, like I said before. You would need to knock it over completely, so that leads us to another set of questions. But was the person killed and put into the position to make it look like suicide? Who could have done it? Why could they have done it? And we have a lot more questions than we do answers. But my auto response would have been to this, the Wax Man or whatever he's called. But then I started to think about the data mine. So what if the hanging guy, now get me, just hold on. What if the hanging guy was Dr. No? I know it's far-fetched, and while I have no absolute evidence to prove this, we have no absolute evidence to disprove it. We don't meet him in-game, his face isn't shown at all, and we know he's male, which fits within the Dr. No so far that we know of. And what better way to start the story than to have the absolute creator of the whole Little Nightmares situation killed off and you have no idea until you realise nostalgically back into the start of the game, I went past his dead body. Damn it. And then this could also tie into the fact that maybe one of the crew members framed his suicide and gained control over them more. Maybe that's why they wear masks to not arouse suspicion. But this is all a theory, and there's no real evidence, and there's no real disevidence, if that's a word. But I believe with this small theory video, we can sort of let our minds run wild and see what we can come up with. So I really want to know what you guys think. The Hangman could be the Doctor? Do you think it's one of the Bellmans or the Ferryman? Who do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I'll be bringing the next theory video out very soon. And if you want to stick around for them, make sure you hit the subscribe button and get subscribed. And then wait for them awesome, well, that's awesome's a bit ego, those mediocre videos. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video and see you all later. Bye!